Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And wanted to about mentoring athletes like University of Oregon had, Jonathan Stewart was drafted this
Yeah.
year,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
did you do you mentor Jonathan? Oh, Dennis Dixon, who was drafted
The
later,
quarterback, yeah.
but yeah, like
Actually, I haven't, because we don't do that until they have earned their bones and established themselves in the pros.
Okay.
So once that happens, there is a formal mentoring program that the NFL and the NFL Players Association endorses, and it's on a voluntary basis as far as us as veterans are concerned, and I've participated on it in the past. But yeah, we certainly avail ourselves to the young incoming crop of talent, because how are they going to learn unless they do it from those of us who preceded them? So we're happy to give them the benefit of our experience, so hopefully it becomes perpetual, and those next crop of guys coming in can also learn and benefit from how doing things correctly.
And it's funny, Dennis Dixon, if he did not get injured, that Oregon, they could have done it.
That's right.
They could have done it.
Yeah.
Won that national title. Wow.
That was very close.
It's would have been historic. That's for sure.
Exactly.
That's for sure. And I wanted to ask you too. Talk about what you do now at AXA.
A department called AXA Sports Financial Services, of which I'm the vice president. I head up that department, and what we do is just about what you're talking about. Although it's not just mentoring; it's mentoring on a financial aspect. We help professional athletes handle their financial responsibilities. We do financial planning, we do estate planning, we help them with their charitable endeavors, we help them with their career transition, and we help them with succession planning. So it's a whole bevy of things that we help them with, and it's something that's essential, because now, the moment you come into the league as a rookie, your minimum salary is $260,000. So we don't want those fortunes made and subsequently squandered. So we want to help them maintain that affluence, and hopefully they can make wise decisions and wise choices, not only while they're playing, but certainly days long after their careers are over.
And that's giving back once again, giving back to and the fact that you had such a successful career, that's credibility right there. Absolutely. And one more question. It was very interesting. Like, you had the record for 7 defensive touchdowns. You had a nose for the ball and everything. And it's very interesting. How ironic is it? Jason Taylor, he broke your record, and Coach Parcells, who you're very close with. How surprising was it that they could not see eye to eye? Like,
well, it's a different day now, and Parcells will be the first to tell you that the athletes today are quite unique and extremely different than what we were. Our charge back then was to be seen and not heard, which, we don't necessarily subscribe to, but that was, we were almost indentured servants. We didn't have opinions, and we basically were told to keep our mouths shut. I like the fact that today's guys are not treated as if though they are indentured servants, and they do have an air of independence. But sometimes it's weighted too heavily in favor of the athlete. And not that this was the case with Jason Taylor. I think that there was a clash of egos, and I think that Parcells was drawing a line in the sand, and he wanted to obviously establish his dominance there. And I think if it were to be a challenge, that he wasn't going to waver on it one bit. And I think, unfortunately, Jason lost that. He was the one that blinked, as you might say. And it's unfortunate, because I think that they have lost a great talent. Because Jason, again, I liken it unto Michael Strahan of the Giants. You can not only not replace that kind of talent easily, you can't replace that leadership easily. And I will also say one thing to correct the record. Jason didn't break my record. He tied my record.
He tied it. Okay.
They say he broke it because I've scored 8 touchdowns in my career. Jason has scored 8 touchdowns in his career. The one exception is I scored 1 touchdown as an offensive lineman. So they say, okay, you'll scored 7 as a defensive lineman and 1 as an offensive lineman. But I said I scored them all as George Martin. So.